Hi guys, I moved into the office because it's the only place I could get everything propped up. Right, so it's a very soft light in here. The bathroom light was actually too harsh and I'm dying. Anybody else sweat to death after they get out of the shower? So I already applied my foundation, which was Color Stay by Revlon. In the nude color, it's really a little light for me in normal conditions. And I filled in my eyebrows a little bit and did some under eye highlighter. That's it. To me, other than putting on mascara, that's the most boring thing. So I didn't want to have to make you watch through that. So today, I am going to finish up my face. People say do your eyes first, but ever since I learned or started putting on makeup when I was a teenager, I always did my face first. And no matter what I try, I always end up doing my face first. So I do my eyes last. Mascara was always the very last thing I did. This powder here is Wet n Wild Photo Focus translucent powder. And I'm just kind of setting where I put the concealer. And then I will go ahead at this point and put it on the rest of my face so that things don't start looking muddy. And I just use this little brush here and dip it into the lid a little bit. And I just kind of pat it all over my face. But I use the other brush because it's a little more precise to get around my nose and so forth. And so that's why. Okay, so now I feel like I have a nice base to start with to put on my butter bronzer and my blush. And I just spilled this all over my husband's desk. Oh well. So I use the Physicians Formula Butter Bronzer in the color Maroon, M-U-R-U-M-U-R-O. It's called Deep Bronzer. And I use this big brush to do it with because I found out on me, if I use a smaller brush or an angled brush, it makes it too sharp. This kind of fans it out a little bit. So I just put a little bit on there. And I do just enough to just warm things up a little bit, especially today because I used the last of that nude shade on my face and it's a little light. People say I don't have to do it on my forehead because I have bangs, but I do anyway because my hair is thin. So I do that, and then I squeeze my brush like this. You can get one of those little tiny brushes if you want to contour your nose, but I just do it like this real quick. It doesn't make quite as harsh of a line. And the reason I do it, did you know that your nose and ears don't stop growing the whole time that you're alive? And my nose is getting big, in my opinion. Then I'll just take that little brush that I set my concealer with and just kind of pat it in towards the center so it doesn't look like I've got dirt on my nose. And then I'll take my Burt's Bee, this is what I'm using currently. Burt's Bee Toasted Cinnamon. I really like something that's a little pinker, but I have this from last fall and winter. And this is what I usually wear in the fall and winter. And so I'm just going to use it today. And I just put my blush. People are putting their blush like way up here. And it looks good, but I can't do that. I have to have it down here. And I like my blush to come over mid-cheek. To me, that looks a little more natural. On me, anyway. Everybody has their own technique and what they like. So what did everybody do this weekend? What did I do? Oh, Saturday was our anniversary. And he wanted to go out and eat. And I said, no, I'd rather stay home. Because, you know. Whoop. So we stayed home. And I made a pork roast in the crock pot. It was delicious. I didn't eat the potatoes. I only ate the roast and green beans and salad. Okay, so for contouring your nose, like what I just did, you can use one of these tiny little brushes. But like I said, so I don't know. I've got these two eyeshadow sticks, like I showed you in that little haul. This one is called Nude Culture. Take the lid off and show you guys. So that's kind of a natural looking one. And that's how it looks swatched. And this one's called Chocolate Cheat Day. It's looking a little more glittery under this light, but it's really not. And that is, wow, gonna have to be careful with that one. That one's really dark. And then I also got this nude palette, and I'm kind of wanting to play with it a little bit, but I'm going to use Nude Society or whatever it's called and on my lid. So let's try this and see how this goes. And I think what is happening is people are kind of getting away from putting multiple shadows on their eyes. That's what I've noticed when I watch videos and so forth. This is nice. This is Wet n Wild. This is nice. I like it. Goes on real easy and real smoothly. It's not sticky or anything. But people are, videos I've seen and things like that, they're going more towards just this one color look. We're going to do a little more than one color today, because I want to try everything. But on a normal day, I may just use these color sticks. That right there with some eyeliner and mascara, or even without eyeliner if I wanted to, would be fine for a normal day. And like I said, I like that. It's really nice, really good, really good. And then I take one of my, I've got two in here because I was afraid I was going to run out, my eyebrow pencils, and I just go underneath my eye a little bit. just for a little shadowing, because most days I don't bother with lower lash mascara. I skipped that part, but this gives me some shadowing underneath there where I feel like I don't have to have mascara under there. So this is the LA Colors Nude Palette. If I can get it open, you guys. I had it open. I had it open one time. Let's see what implements I can find in this desk drawer. Scissors, here we go. That's where these scissors went. These used to be in my kitchen. Oh my gosh. I hope you guys can't hear my stomach growling. If you can, pardon me. I haven't had breakfast yet. But this is pretty. You've got the shimmers. You've got the mattes that are in darker colors. And then this color here, I'm a fan of, which I'm going to use today on my lid to make it a little lighter, to lighten that area up a little bit. So I'm just going to take this random brush and dip in there and just kind of pat that on my lid to lighten things up a little bit, and then up here. So this being a nude palette, it's probably not going to give a lot of, you know, color, which that's fine. I'm also, since I have that laid down on my lid to make it a little more skin toned, I'm going to play today, and I am going to use one of these shimmery colors. And I know they say for people my age, you should never wear shimmers. Well, you know what? I'm going to wear shimmers. So I think I'll go in with this one. And of course, these are not named anything in particular. No. So I'm going to go in with this right here, and we'll see. And I think I'm just going to, I'm going to use their tool that came with this, and I'm going to try and just do the corner. Well, I don't see a whole lot of glimmer and shimmer, which is disappointing. There's some. Maybe I just used the wrong color. I mean, there's some. I was hoping for it to be a little more glittery, but it's fine. And since I have on the eyeshadow stick, I'm going to use the other eyeshadow stick instead of using any more of the colors in the nude palette. I'm just going to finish out with this And I'm only going to put it in the corner of my eye and kind of up a little bit. And the nice thing about these color sticks are that they're you can control them very easily. How much you want to put on, where it goes. It's even easier than trying to mess with powder shadows. I really like these. And then I'm just going to take a brush and kind of make sure that it's smudged out a little bit. See, look at that. That looks pretty good. See if I can get it even. Oh gosh, you guys, my stomach is growling. Let's see. And I don't want to remove any of this. So with the brush, what I'm doing is I'm just kind of patting it around to manipulate it a little bit. And it's just cooperating so nicely. I'm going to be on the hunt for some more colors in the Wet n Wild brand of these. These I found at Walmart. I haven't really looked at CVS or anywhere else yet. But when I find more colors of these, I'm going to get them because I really like these. We'll see how it wears all day, but I don't see that it's going to be a problem. And then I'll just do a little eyeliner today because I feel like my eyes are disappearing into my head. This is a Maybelline Hyper Easy in black. Sometimes it's easier if you struggle with a liquid liner. Sometimes it's easier if you put your mascara on first and then line your eye, because you can see better where your lash line is, if that makes any sense. That's just a little tip. And a lot of times I will do that if I want to make sure it's going to go on evenly and straight and everything. And I don't take it all the way to the corner. I just take it to where my lashes start to grow out. And this one's getting kind of empty, so I'm having to go over it a little bit. There. And I would never attempt to put liquid eyeliner on my bottom. No. That would make me look like I just crawled out of my grave or something. Also, I picked up something fun a while ago. Where is it? Voluminous. This is a good mascara. L'Oreal Voluminous. And I got it in Evergreen. Now, you can't really tell that I have on green eyeshadow. You know, they've got that blue eyeshadow, and it looks blue when you know, if you're talking right to me, face to face, it looks blue. When I worked at the little grade school and was taking care of the kids after school, I had some of that one time, and I wore that to school, and I was standing trying to get the kids to do what I wanted them to, you know how that goes. And this one little girl said, "Your eyelashes are blue." And I said, I know, I wanted them that way. But this is green, and like I said, nobody would even know that you have on green eyeshadow, but I have green eyes, and either the blue or the green kind of draws attention to, I mean, there's just a little like point of interest there. It's like there's something about her eyes. You know what I mean? I don't know if I've ever told you guys this or not, but I have tried and failed at every false eyelash attempt that I have ever tried, ever. And then I finally did, what was it? I don't remember the brand, but it was an eyeliner one, you know, the magnetic kind. And I got them on, and I was like, oh, this is good. And then one of them fell kind of off the corner or whatever, and it scratched my cornea. And that's very painful. I mean, it heals up pretty quick, but that's pretty painful. And I was like, I'm done. And hopefully my eyelashes won't leave me like my eyebrows and my hair. Although my hair it's doing pretty good, to a point where they told me on Friday last week when I got a trim that I could stop using it every day and just use it a couple times a week. But see, even if I come real close to you guys, you really can't tell that that's really green, but it just adds a little something. So I say experiment, have fun. If you don't like it, you know. I hate summer because of the bugs. And then after all of that's done, you know, I usually run a hot iron through my hair to make it a little more puffy, but that's a get ready with me. And this is the shirt I got at Walmart the other day, and it's also green, so it kind of matches, you know. Got to coordinate. But this is 23 minutes long already. I can't believe it. It's a good thing I did the basics first before we got on here. But yeah, I really like the eyeshadow, and I could do more with the nudes, but I don't want to take up any more of your time. But it did give me a lot of depth in my crease and so forth. So yeah, if you want to try it, it's Wet n Wild, so it's not much money at all. So let me know what you liked, and I will see you in my next one. Bye.